Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, Tales from the Rails, Episode 58, Brakevan Trouble. Early one morning, Oliver the Great Western Engine coupled up to a train of trucks. Toad, Oliver's trusty brakevan, was already coupled to the back of the train. "Ready to go, Mr. Oliver?" The trucks giggled with laughter. Scruffy, the leader, was nervous since he had had a previous accident with Oliver, but he was going to let Rickety lead the call today. "I'm ready." But then Whiff puffed up. This train was extremely troublesome to shunt. "Good luck, Oliver." "Thank you, Whiff." Oliver gave a toot of his whistle and departed. The beginning of the journey was easy, as the trucks knew dealing with Oliver was hard. But Oliver knew the trucks were trouble, and kept a sharp eye out, as did Toad. Oliver made it up the viaduct without trouble. He knew something was amiss. Then Oliver arrived at the bottom of Gordon's Hill. The slope of the hill discouraged Oliver, but soon Toad noticed, and he was quick to it. "Never mind, Mr. Oliver. We can make it up this hill. The cars aren't causing trouble. This should be easy." "You're right, Toad. Let's give this a try." So Oliver charged up the hill. "This is our chance," said Rickety. "Let's get 'em. Hold back. Hold back. Let's make that coupling snap." The slacked coupling between each of the cars began to tighten, as the weight of each truck going up the hill made it harder and harder for Oliver to get up. The trucks told each other the plan one by one down the line. Then it came to Toad. "Mr. Oliver," he called, "they're trying to make the coupling snap." "Oh, never mind that, Toad. We're nearly at the top." "No, Mr. Oliver, you don't understand." "Toad, we've done it. I've made it to the top. And now it's the easy part." But Oliver was wrong. As soon as he started to decline the other way, the weight of the trucks was still on the other side of the hill. So the coupling snapped, and the cars went one way and Oliver the other. We've broken away, they laughed. Toad then slid on his brakes. "Faster, faster, faster," called the trucks. Up the line was the roadway crossing, and Birdie was slowly making his way across. Spencer, who was waiting for Birdie, was shocked as the trucks stormed past. "I must stop the trucks," said Toad heroically. Toad slowed the cars down just enough so Birdie could pass. A quick-thinking shunter divided Toad and the runaway into a siding, where Toad smashed the buffers. The others piled on each other, as there was too much momentum to stop them all. But Toad had succeeded in stopping the runaway cars. Later on, the breakdown crew arrived to clean up the mess. "I'm sorry about the incident, Toad. I should have listened to you. I thought I had these trucks under control." "Yeah, no, Oliver, there could have been a serious accident that could have happened. I was sitting just enjoying the view when suddenly these trucks come rumbling by and nearly smash into Birdie. You better be careful next time." "Och, aye," said Douglas. "I thought these trucks were no better than the mess of you, Oliver." "So much for being sagacious," said Gordon, but quietly. Douglas took the unhurt cars away. "Come along, ye muckle nuisance. I'll teach you a lesson or two." When the mess was cleared up, Oliver pulled his friend Toad home to the Little Western. But the buffers were in pieces. That night, the Little Western team met up at the sheds. "It's not fair. Why do we have the worst behaving trucks in our line?" "Who knows? Poor Toad here has to act upon these trucks as they tried their trickery against us. Oh, Toad, you do not get enough recognition here." "Thank you, Mr. Donald. Would you mind if I was your brakevan for tomorrow's goods train?" "But Toad, I'm to pull a tanker train at that time too." "I know, Mr. Oliver, but I sort of trust Mr. Donald more than you." The sheds fell silent. "Well," said Duck, breaking the awkward silence, "since Toad is Great Western, he does have a right to anything he says." "Today's incident broke the trust I had with you, Mr. Oliver. I told you the trucks were going to break away, but you were indignant and thought you could do it on your own. I stopped a nasty accident, but ended up getting a bruise for you for absolutely nothing." "Well, I'm sorry, Toad. I definitely thought I had the trucks under control. I was on the other side of the hill." "The past is the past. You can't do anything about that now," Oliver and Toad. "Just stop your bickering and we'll solve this out in the morning." And that was the last part of the conversation for the night. The next morning, Oliver woke to see Donald pulling away with Toad to go take a freight train. Well, that answers that, said Oliver to no one in particular, but Doc overheard him. Maybe it's for the best, Oliver. Tomorrow you can try to get Toad's trust again. I guess you're right, said Oliver. Toad was having a splendid time with Donald. No incidents happened, and Donald listened closely to what Toad had to say. Meanwhile, Oliver wasn't as happy as Toad was. Oliver then puffed up to the level crossing, where he was waiting for Trevor, the traction engine, to cross. He was only halfway across when he realized Oliver's face. You do look glum, Oliver. How can I be happy when I broke the trust of my good friend? Well, if I was in your wheels, I would apologize to this friend right away. An apology shows that you're sorry, and maybe your friend will be compassionate enough to forgive you. Goodbye, Oliver, and good luck. Worth a shot, and Oliver puffed away. All the while, Donald's high spirits about taking Toad around had turned the other way. Careful around the tight bend, Mr. Donald. I know how to take a turn, Toad. You don't have to tell me everything. I'm just helping, Mr. Donald. Maybe some quiet is all I need. It was then Toad felt bad about what he said to Oliver. Oliver was in some sidings talking to old Slowcoach when Donald puffed in and dropped off Toad. Toad asked me if he could wait around in the yards for you, Oliver. Perfect timing, I guess. Goodbye, Toad. Thanks for your help. Thanks again, Mr. Donald. Oh, those two better make up here. Well, Toad, what is it that you wanted to say? Well, if I get to the point, I'm sorry about what I said at the sheds last night. I didn't mean it. I was just angry with you, as I don't get much appreciation with stopping trucks and helping you out. Well, Toad, I'm sorry for not appreciating you, and I'm sorry for not listening to you yesterday. And thank you for stopping those trucks and causing a nasty accident. Hey, that's what friends are for. It's great to see you two back together as friends. The two smiled at each other, glad to be friends again.